Hello, this is Section 5, Customizing Ansible, Facts, and Modules. In this section, we will look at custom Ansible facts, custom Ansible modules, module arguments and results, and writing custom modules. Custom Ansible facts. In this video, we will look at custom facts, creating a fact, and the Ansible local variable. A custom fact in Ansible allows us to collect data on remote systems. In previous videos, we've seen all of the facts that Ansible has available automatically. We said that the setup module runs, it collects facts on the remote system. We can use those facts as variables. But we might want to customize Ansible by adding additional facts that we collect from remote systems. What Ansible allows us to do is install a script on a remote system. When Ansible's setup module runs, it checks a directory on that remote system. When it finds our script, it runs it, and the results are added to a variable called Ansible_local. Let's take a look at how we can create a script containing a custom fact. We can install it on a remote system and then have the setup module run it for us automatically and bring it in as a variable. Here you see a basic playbook that will run against our server virtual machine in Amazon Web Services. The first thing that we do is we create a directory on that remote machine, etc ansible facts.d. This is the special directory on the remote machine where the setup module will look to find custom facts. Once we've created the directory, we copy this loadaverage.fact file to that remote system in that etc ansible facts.d directory, and you notice we make it executable. The way that custom facts work, when the setup module runs, it looks in etc ansible facts.d. Anything that it finds there that ends in .fact is considered to be a fact. If it's executable, it sees it as a script and it runs it and takes the output. If it's not executable, it sees it as just static content and it just uses the content of the file as the fact. Now, of course, our custom facts have to be organized so we can find them again. So there's a naming convention. All custom facts become part of a dictionary called Ansible_local. And the name of the custom fact is based on the name of the .fact file on the remote system. Now there's one more thing you'll notice about this playbook, which is I've split the work into two plays. When I initially put this fact file on the remote system, it hasn't been run yet. The data from it has not yet been collected. What I need is for the setup module to run again to find that fact and collect data from it. I can explicitly run the setup module again, but what I can also do is just start a new play because the setup module is automatically run at the beginning of the play. So that's how our playbook works. Let's look at this fact in practice. I'll start out by just letting you see the content of the loadaverage.fact script. As you can see, this is an ordinary bash script. I can write this in any language I want as long as Ansible can execute it. In this case, all I'm doing is collecting data from the Linux/proc/loadaverage, which gives me the 1 minute, 5 minute, and 15 minute load averages. The last line, the echo line, which is split into 3 parts, what I'm doing is I'm building JSON from within this bash script. The best way to illustrate that is just to run it. We'll run it against the local machine first, manually as a script, just to see what it does. As you can see, it produces a JSON object as output with 3 different fields. So when the setup module runs and it runs this script and it loads the result, all 3 of these fields will be available to me. Let's go ahead and run our Ansible playbook and we can see that for real. Just a regular playbook command. The first thing it does, as you saw, is create the directory and install the fact. You then see the setup task running again. And when we have our debug statement, we're able to print out the contents of this Ansible_local.loadAverage variable. And we see that it has 3 fields. And those 3 fields correspond to the 1 minute, 5 minute, and 15-minute load on our remote system. So that illustrates deploying and using an Ansible custom fact, and really the possibilities are limitless in terms of what you can have that remote fact do. So any kind of information that might be useful to you in order to have Ansible collect so that you can make decisions about how to do automation, you can do it with a custom fact and have that information collected for you automatically. That completes our look at custom Ansible facts.